The operation I was participating in was a dismounted clearing operation in Garmsir, which is in the Helmand province, Afghanistan. I stepped on a emplaced IED and lost both my legs during that operation. The cloud disappeared from in front of me and I was in a hole basically, and I had lost both my legs, roughly 3 to 4 inches above the ankles. Medevac was called. A bird landed about 15 to 20 minutes after that, and I was taken to a field hospital at Camp Dwyer, which was in the province there. From there, obviously, I went to Landstuhl and then on to Bethesda, and then to San Diego, where I now reside.
Well, we had notifications went out to PJ's mother and fiance. They were notified through the military, and then I was notified through his fiancée Laura, and the next day was up there at Bethesda when he was in the ICU after his first set of operations. My stay at Bethesda was pretty extended. That's where the majority of my reconstructive and cosmetic, I guess you could say, surgeries took place. My daily routine at San Diego involves usually about 2 hours of physical therapy, a prosthetics appointment to include, running legs, stubbies, articulating knees, and all of the settings and sockets that are associated with getting those fitted and adjusted. PJ's fiancée Laura has been a tremendous inspiration to us all as well. She has helped him through many issues with the whole process of just becoming adjusted to this new situation, this new life. My current living conditions limit the amount of freedom that you can have in your personal life, and certainly the amount of freedom that I hope to have in the future with a family. Things like cabinets, being so elevated above a sink that I can't come up to in a wheelchair, and having to wash my hands at an extended distance and always rolling back, or a bathtub that's too narrow, too deep, too difficult for me to get out of. Certainly there are challenges with the housing out there with steps, with narrow corridors, with doors that are extremely difficult to open in a wheelchair. These are challenges that I'm kind of doing okay with in my mid-20s, but 10, 20 years from now, those things getting out of a slippery bathtub is something that could certainly present a lot of dangers, and it's things that places out in the world really aren't adapted to for a guy in my situation. I think ultimately having a home with accessible kitchens and bathrooms and hallways allows me to not have someone taking care of me, so that the members of my family and myself can not only focus on the things that I need to do in a day to provide for my family, but my family can focus on the things that they need to do for themselves and not be focused on me all the time. To find an organization like Homes for Our Troops that's providing homes for severely wounded veterans is something that I've noticed that private organizations and the people of this country are really the backbone of the recovery system for wounded veterans, and it's really organizations like Homes for Our Troops that is allowing veterans to not only survive but prosper and give back to the community by giving them the tools to succeed. This injury has allowed me to see the kindness, the generosity of Americans, and that there are so many common bonds that bring us together as a country.